US dollar slightly down in the early hours on Thursday. Before we start, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNest, the world's leading retail brokerage firm offering ultra-fast execution and no overnight fees. Look for a link in the description below. The euro has rallied ever so slightly during the early hours on Thursday as we continue to see a lot of noisy behavior, but Thursday was a little bit calmer, at least so far. Keep in mind that the Federal Reserve has an interest rate decision later in the session, and that, of course, will throw the dollar around, but ultimately, I think you have a situation where, before it's all said and done, I don't know how much changes. We are closer to the bottom of the range than the top, so a bit of a bounce, especially after that massive sell-off on Wednesday would be expected. But really, at this point in time, I'm not overly concerned about the euro itself until we break down below 1.06. More likely than not, we probably get a little bit of a bounce after an expected 25 basis point cut out of Washington, only to stay in the same range we've been in. The US dollar has pulled back just a bit against the Japanese yen, but that makes sense. We tested the crucial 155 yen level, an area that's been important a couple of times in the past, and of course is a large, round, psychologically significant figure. Furthermore, we are working off some of that froth from the Wednesday candlestick after the election, but I would look at this as a carry trade just waiting to happen. So on short-term pullbacks, I am interested in buying this pair. Quite frankly, I hope it drops further so I can pick up cheap dollars. The Australian dollar has rallied quite nicely and is now threatening the 200-day EMA, but really at this point, it's still right in the middle of the consolidation it had been in. So I don't really see a lot there to get overly excited about. Ultimately, the 200-day EMA, the 50-day EMA, and the 0.67 level above all offer resistance. So I do think that the upside is probably somewhat limited, unless, of course, the Federal Reserve shocks everybody later in the session. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe.